Hello traders, P. Consington from Gold Medal Penny Stocks here today, and I want to talk to you about the stock chart for BMSN, Biomatrix Scientifics Group Incorporated, which is an OTC markets traded stock. So the first thing I want to point out here is that our RSI is currently sitting at 41.1, which is just above 9 points below what's considered the bullish buy zone of RSI, which is between 50 and 70. And the other thing I want to point out here is that our 5-period RSI has actually just crossed over the 14-period RSI, which is generally construed as a buy sign if they're both spiking up a little bit, as you can see they are. So we're looking for that, again, bullish cross into the buy zone, and we're looking for it to break 50 for that to be confirmed. But it's a good looking indicator right now. So the next thing I want to point out here is that you can see we're currently kind of bouncing off of the 200-day moving average, which is at 0037, and that happened a couple days ago. So we're looking pretty good in this bounce. You know, we're holding our gains, and that's what you always want to see. You'll see that we're also currently resting on the 10-day moving average, which has played a crucial support and resistance line in the past. So that's another key sign we're watching here. We're approaching the 20-day moving average, which is at 0.0072, and we're also approaching the 13-day moving average, which is one of the strongest short-term trend indicators, I guess you could say, and that's at 0064. So at our current price per share of 0055, we're currently approaching some key lines to break that would kind of confirm a breakout. So we want to keep that 13-period exponential moving average at 0064 in mind, because again, once we cross that, it's a very strong possibility of a breakout. As you can see back here, when we crossed above that line right here, it was a full-on breakout, and it was also a good time to buy as it came back down to touch it. Like right here, as it touched that 13 EMA, it was a good buy. Right here it was, and then when it finally crashes through, that kind of uptrend is coming to a close. It's going to consolidate for a little bit, and then once it breaks through again, it's going to keep going up. So our 13 EMA analysis, we're looking pretty good once we break through it, and we're getting very close to doing so. The next thing I want to point out really quickly is that our MACD has been kind of coming down as a result of kind of correcting after that really strong run. You know, shares just kind of have to trade hands from weaker hands and profit takers to stronger hands and people that are just getting involved with the stock. So that's what we've seen here lately, and we're starting to see the selling pressure ease off, and we're seeing bullish momentum coming in. So as you can see, our divergence is becoming less negative, and we're about to positively cross over here. We're instead of being at a very sharp downturn, we're curling back to even, and we're soon going to curl up and cross back over bullishly, and then we should be crossing above into positive territory with the MACD, which is a very strong bullish short-term momentum indicator. And the other thing I want to point out really quickly, just with the price action, is you can see that we've kind of created a rounded bottom here, which is a sign also that it's a reversal signal. So that's just one more thing I wanted to point out there really quickly. You can see that the cum dist and OBV are both in agreement. They're both kind of starting to spike up a little bit, both in uptrends. So that's a good sign that shares are starting to be accumulated here. Things are starting to turn around. The CMF is kind of correcting from these levels. It's coming up, so you can see it's kind of trending up, and soon we should be positive. And 0.2 is a very, very, very bullish signal once we hit that. So we have a little ways before that happens, but with a few days of solid buying, we could get up to that very bullish accumulation level in terms of the CMF, the Chaikin money flow. You can see the Williams %R here, another short-term indicator, momentum indicator. It's currently in the oversold range, and it's looking to bounce back out. So you can see this spike up into the oversold, or the overbought range, I'm sorry, and do something like that in the near future with some buying pressure, and that would be construed as a very bullish sign. Another thing just I wanted to point out really quickly here is that you're seeing the tricks is also really not too far diverged from a crossover. It's getting really close itself, and again, with buying pressure, this is another short-term momentum indicator. We should see this kind of start to curl and slow on the downtrend and turn around and cross over bullishly and then start to go up positive. So we've got a lot of indicators that are kind of right on the verge of turning very, very bullish, and we do have some that are already bullish. So this is a stock you definitely want to keep on your watch in the near future. Watch for a nice volume surge. There should be a pretty decent amount of buzz on this one in the coming days. I know there's a lot of groups moving into it. So BMSN, Biomatrix Scientific Group Incorporated, is definitely one to keep your eyes on. Please watch this video for entertainment purposes only, as myself and nobody else on the Gold Medal Penny Stocks team is a licensed professional financial person, so we can't be held responsible for your buy, sell, or hold decisions. And thank you. Good luck.